What is going on, everybody? It's Matt Marchese, also known as Islanders Daily. Your daily news from the four-time Stanley Cup champions, New York Islanders. And before this video gets started, I just want to say that I do film these videos the night before they are uploaded. So when I said the Islanders were playing Tampa Bay tomorrow, I know a couple people commented when I was saying the Islanders play Tampa Bay tomorrow. I was actually filming that the night before. So when you guys see this video, it will be uploaded in the morning. But for me, when I made that one yesterday, I filmed it 2 nights ago. So that's why when I say the Islanders play, tomorrow, for me, when I'm recording the video, they are playing that team tomorrow. So unfortunately, I'm going to try and do better with it, but to not cause any confusion and say today, even when it's tomorrow for me. If I mess up, I apologize. But yeah, that is the reason why I did say that the Islanders were playing the Lightning tomorrow, and that was because I filmed it the night before the game. So now that that's out of the way, let's get talking about the game. And the New York Islanders are able to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 2-1. The Islanders snapped the Lightning's 7-game winning streak, and they win a game. It's been tough sledding for the Islanders at home, but they finally get one. And it's funny enough, it's the game where they don't outshoot their opponent. So the Islanders just seem to play better when they are getting outshot. I think that's what the Islanders are going to have to continue doing, quality over quantity. Because when they're out shooting their teams, I mean, yes, they got goalied a couple times, but when they're out shooting, they're not scoring the goals. They're not winning. Today, only 2 goals, but you got outshot 29-23, but you still found a way to win. And yes, you were up 2-0. It got a little nerve-wracking there late into the game, but the Islanders were able to hold on and win it. And the Islanders' goals come from Bo Horvat. Who else? Bo Horvat continues his dominant play, scoring goal number 16 on the year. And wow, I was very harsh on Bo Horvat preseason. Man, am I eating my words. He's been playing great hockey, Bo Horvat, and that's awesome. And then he was assisted by Maxim Shabanov. And then Anthony Duclair scores goal number 4, and it was a beautiful goal that was able to be scored and assisted by Cal Ritchie and Tony DeAngelo. And then Tampa Bay's goal came from Dominic James. Don't know who that guy is. Lilleberg and Nate Paul. So the Islanders win 2-1. It got nerve-wracking, like I said, at the end, but they're able to hold on and walk away with the victory. Obviously, the Islanders' power play continues to struggle. 0 for 3 once more, and it's just been harsh. It's just been harsh. It hurts to watch the Islanders' power play, so it's devastating. And I think they've looked good, but I know I said that I don't think they should take Barzal off on a previous episode. I'm starting to think you might need to move Barzal off that first power play unit just to change things up. But Tampa Bay goes 0 for 3 as well, so the Islanders' penalty kill continues to play pretty good. They were struggling a little there. But they've been solid when they needed to be, and they continue to play good. So now let's finally break down the game. Obviously, the first period was kind of a little bit of a stalemate. I think the Islanders played pretty good hockey, just couldn't score. Tampa Bay had opportunities as well. They couldn't score. Shots at the end of the first was as even as it could be. That's the second period. 8-8 were the shots in that first period. Super even. It was just even all the way through. And yeah, that's kind of what that first period was about. It was just an even hockey game being played. I think the Islanders look good. I think the Lightning look good, but nobody was able to score until finally in the second period, only 55 seconds into the period, Bo Horvat scores, assist by Maxim Shabanov, and it's a great goal. Shoots a way out, and Vasilevsky is super aggressive out of his crease. He saves it. Horvat follows up his own rebound, has the whole net open, and he puts it in. And Horvat's just scoring. He is just scoring this year, Bo Horvat. I hope he keeps his pace up big time because he's been awesome. And then for the rest of the second period, nothing happened. Tampa Bay was starting to pepper Sorokin a little. Had opportunity after opportunity, but, he stood tall, Sorokin. He played a very good game, Ilya Sorokin. He played a great game, Ilya Sorokin. Unfortunately, he let in a super weak goal, which I don't know how he does sometimes, how he makes these unbelievable saves and then gives up, the goal that, you could throw a beer league goaltender in and they'll save it. But, that it happens. And then Duclair also scores in the third period to make it 2-0 off of he beautifully toe drags it into the zone. He then follows up, passes around. Ritchie, then somehow, the Lightning do get the puck. Duclair with the beautiful chip gets it over to Ritchie, stealing it. And then Richie, unbelievable pass. And that's the player who Cal Richie is. I mean, no look, behind the back, backhanded pass right on the stick to Duclair. And Duclair put that one in. Just unbelievable play. I was like, whoa. This is the Islanders right here. This is what they can do, and it was great to see. And then, like I said, Dominic James scores a late goal in the third period, which had no reason to go in, and yet it did. And that's when it became such a nerve-wracking, period and everything. I was like, or end of period, I should say. It was really, really scary. And man, when the Lightning emptied that net, first of all, the Islanders have to be the worst team of all time when it comes to other teams having the net empty. They cannot score. They had opportunity after opportunity and just always shot it wide. So they are the worst team when it comes to scoring on an empty net. I don't know how that happens, but it does. But man, the Lightning were just peppering Sorokin. It was a shooting gallery. And, the bodies were on the line. Polak put his body on the line. Unbelievable block. Holmstrom. First of all, Simon Holmstrom. What a game by Simon Holmstrom today. And this is why Simon Holmstrom is one of my favorite Islanders on this team. It's because he can do it offensively and he can do it even better defensively. I mean, his forecheck, his back check, throwing the body on the line. He is, he's like a pest, man. He doesn't get away from you. And Simon Holmstrom continues to improve year in and year out. And despite not scoring any points this game or anything, I thought he played an absolutely wonderful game, Simon Holmstrom, and he has looked great. First of all, actually, that line looked great today. Duclair, Richie, and Holmstrom, they look pretty good today. Maybe those guys can get something going with the absence of Pajot and Palmieri. It's definitely something to look out for. They looked really damn good today. But like as I was saying, Dominic James scores, but shooting gallery, Sorokin makes big saves, big blocks, then finally the game hits 0 and the Islanders win and snap that Tampa Bay Lightning 7-game winning streak, and they get back on the win column as well. The New York Islanders, a very important win, 14-10-3 now on the year. Obviously, we're tied for the final wild card spots. We do have 2 games we have 2 games. We have 2 more games played than the Flyers and Penguins, who are sitting in those playoff spots currently. So it's a tight race. I mean, I think, every team in the Eastern Conference is 500 or better. The worst team in the Eastern Conference right now is, who is it? It's the Toronto Maple Leafs at 11-11-3. So it's tight, man. It is a very tight race right now for the Eastern Conference, and it's going to be something to look out for because this is playing, it's going to be crazy hockey. So, like I said, the Islanders win it. I mean, I think that Siplikov had a very good game. I know I've been hard on him because I think he does have the potential to play good, and he did play good today. McLean, Cizikas. I mean, the fourth line is obviously the weakest, but I don't think they played horrible today. I think they served their purpose. I think they did their role, what they had to do, and they were able to win this game. Obviously Horvat, Shabanov, those guys don't need much to say. And Pelech, this was an old school Adam Pelech game. I mean, when that net was empty for the Lightning, he was on the ice the entire time, Adam Pelech, and what a beast defensively he was, man. The Islanders just played a good game, and like I said, the Islanders seem to win the games when they get outshot. I don't know why that happens. I don't know the reason that happens, but it just seems to happen. Anytime the Islanders outshoot their team, they very rarely win. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to look to see what the specific stat is because I'm sure it hasn't been updated yet. I'm gonna want to look to see what that specific stat is, but it's just weird, man. It is very, very weird on what is occurring here for the New York Islanders. Why they play better when they get outshot? It makes no sense. But I mean the Lightning are a good team. Like I said, they won 7 in a row. That's good. I mean, and the Islanders come in and beat them, or the Lightning come in and lose to us, I should say. It's tough. I mean, the Lightning are in first place, 16-8-2 on the year. I mean, they're a great team. Now, your next game is going to be against the Colorado Avalanche on Thursday. And holy crap, is that going to be a scary one. Obviously, I think the Islanders played great against the Avalanche in their previous game. They lost 4-1. I don't think it was a deserved 4-1 loss. I think they played a lot better. But the Avalanche could be going into that game with 1 regulation loss on the season. Holy crap. Right now, I'm checking the score. The Avalanche and the Canucks are tied at 1 apiece. that's going to be a game. I really hope the Islanders are able to win that one because it's going to be a tough one. But I trust them. I trust them. I think they've gone on a little bit of a skid here, a little bit of a slump. Big win with the Lightning. I think that's a big win against the Lightning, something that I think you can get out of that slump. So we're going to have to just wait and see on what the Islanders are able to do when that game comes. But like I said, the Islanders just played, they play better when they're getting outshot. I mean, Ilya Sorokin, I didn't really go into it, but what a masterful game by him. A game we needed from Ilya Sorokin. He played great. He played great the whole way through. Obviously, a goal like that scored by Dominic James is one that should never happen, but I don't know why Sorokin has a weird tendency to let those weird goals up. He doesn't cover the post as well as he should, but luckily, no harm, no foul. I mean, there was harm at the moment, but it didn't turn into more harm. So the Islanders do win that game 2-1. Like I said, it's time for the Colorado Avalanche on Thursday. It's going to be a tough one. So that's going to be it for today's episode. As always, I hope you guys enjoy. Leave your comments down below, and let's go Islanders.